Hello everyone. In the previous lecture we have discussed business process. Okay, we discussed what business process is and we have discussed two types of business process. One is formal and other is informal. Now today we are going to discuss the concept of process optimization. That means to enhance the process. That is basically the process optimization. By doing some changes in the procedure, we can optimize the process. Okay, so that is basically process optimization. Now, just because a company may formalize its business process, that means if a company formalize its business process, okay, it does not mean that those processes are best in class. Okay, so an organization is only as effective as its business processes. So successful companies spend lot of time in analyzing and enhancing their processes to meet the following criteria. Now, what is the conclusion of these three lines? It means that only formalizing the business process does not mean that those processes are best. Okay, time to time an organization has to change the business process. That is basically the business process optimization. Okay, so now the following mentioned criteria are to be taken care while process optimization. First is cost efficiency. Okay, second is customer satisfaction and differentiation. Third is standardization. Fourth is value added activities. That means value activities are to be added. Okay, next is improved agility and speed. So process optimization. So now we are going to discuss all these criteria in detail. First is cost efficiency. That means the process should be cost efficient. It should not be very cheaper and it should not be very costly. Okay, so processes should enable employees to get work accomplished faster. Okay, we all know this, that by following a certain process the work would be completed faster as compared to informal process. Okay, so thereby it reduces the cost of product and services while improving the firm's competitive advantage and profitability. Okay, so we have to make the process cost efficient to increase the profit of our organization. Second is customer satisfaction and differentiation. That means we have to change the process according to the customer satisfaction. Okay, so processes should help a company better serve its customer as well as provide clear and visible differentiation in the marketplace. That means the process of a particular organization should be like that the customers would be satisfied more by any other company. Okay, second is it should provide clear and visible differentiation for your particular company when compared with another companies in the marketplace. Okay, so your organization should be represented in a different manner, so protect your profit margins and pricing power. Okay, so third is standardization. Now what is standardization? Organization should standardize some specific things. Okay, they some specific things should be kept standard. Okay, processes should be standardized across the organization wherever and whenever possible. That means whenever or wherever it's possible, you should standardize the process of your organization so that it can be distincted from other organizations. Okay, well developed standards reduce errors and allow for more uniform interaction with customers, suppliers, and other business partners. If your organization will prepare some standards, okay, then based on that standards, there will be reduction of errors and there will be more uniform interaction with customers, suppliers, and your business partners. So this is the advantage of the standardization. Okay, process standardization also makes it easier for the new employees to learn and adapt to various work environment and tasks. Okay, so if you do some standardization in your organization, okay, that means every employee has to follow that standards. Okay, so whenever there are new employees that join your company or organization, then it will be easier for them to adapt to your organization environment. Okay, so this is another benefit of doing the standardization. So last benefit is standardization creates new opportunities for global process consolidation. Global process consolidation means the process that is valid throughout the world. Okay, that is basically global process consolidation. Referred to as shared services, that means global process consolidation is also called as shared service. Okay, or the provision of a service by one part of an organization where that service had previously been found in multiple parts of the organization. Okay, that means the services will become shareable. Okay, so today most companies employ a shared service model for finance, HR, and information technology. Last criteria is value added activity. Now, how value added activity will benefit your organization? Processes should add value. That means the processes should be added that has some value. Okay. Only that processes should be added to your existing process. A value added activity has three features. Okay. What three features are there for that value added activities? First is it accomplished, that means it achieve something the customer cares. That means it is able to achieve that which customer care about and is willing to pay for. That means it creates something that is taken care by the customer and the customer is willing to pay for that service. Okay. Second is it converts or changes an input to an output. It is imperative. It is imperative that it is done right the first time. Okay. Improved agility and speed. This is the last criteria. Processes should be nimble so the company can anticipate, manage, and respond to change in the marketplace. That means processes should be like that the company would be able to participate, manage, and respond to the changes that are there in the marketplace. Okay, so the process change should be like that. Okay, so this is basically the criteria for the process optimization. Okay, so in the next lecture we will discuss about business process re-engineering.